Hey everybody, come on in, sit down. I'm talking about another B movie. Today we're going to talk about Abominable from 2006. And you may be asking, why are you doing Jokeypants Has Bad Taste? What inspired this miniseries? Well, that's because one of my co-hosts over on What an Oddcast, Maverick, kept talking about the movies I watched growing up were just the worst fucking things possible. And, I can't really entirely argue, although with this movie specifically, Abominable here, I have to argue this movie's not that bad. Like, the casting alone makes you want to click on this movie, right? We got Matt McCoy, right? We got Lance Hendrickson. We got Dee Wallace. We got Paul Gleason. We got Rex Linn, which you may not know them by name, but if you look those actors up, you've definitely seen them in a bunch of other shit. And then, on top of all that, we have Jeffrey fucking Combs, who, if you don't know, is the doctor from the Reanimator series. So, like, the fact, and he just has, like, a bit part in this, just like Lance Hendrickson does. So, like, but, like, just the fact they have that as their casting for this, phenomenal. So, anyway, this movie opens up with a couple, with Rex Linn and Dee Wallace, who their dog gets eaten by the Bigfoot of this movie. And it's like a whole big thing to open it up. And they don't really show you what the thing looks like yet. But trust me, when we get there, it looks like if somebody watched a Goofy movie and then was like, what if we made that Bigfoot a horror character? And you'll see what I mean when we get to it. Like, goddamn, bro, you need, are you related to a beaver? We'll get to it when we get to it. But anyway, then we get introduced to Matt McCoy, who's Preston Rogers, who was up on this mountain like years before this movie takes place with his wife, and then an accident happened where a cable snapped. She died. He got paralyzed from the waist down. He's being brought back up to the mountain, his cabin that he owns, and it's supposed to be this whole, like, face your fears, go back to the place. But he has, like, the worst fucking male nurse you could possibly fucking have for this trip. Let me give you a clip of this dickhead.
Much better.
Hey, what are you doing?
Let's get this show on the road.
Oh, I was listening to that.
What do you say we lay a few ground rules right now, Preston? Dr. Rayner, he released you into my care. That means I'm going to be calling the shots from here on out. The way I see it, we're going to spend the next 3 days up here together. And we could spend those 3 days the easy way or the hard way. Do we understand each other?
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, and he doesn't get better. He doesn't get better throughout any of the rest of this movie. He's just continuously an absolute piece of shit. But anyway, so they get up there and they're enjoying their weekend. But then, oh no, rowdy college girls and no boyfriends. It's a no boyfriend weekend. It's a girls' weekend up on the mountain, bitch. But anyway, he sees that and he's like, there goes my weekend.
Alright, girls.
So much for peace and quiet.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. That was so awful. It was fun. Hey, you guys look so gorgeous today. What? You never drove at all.
So yeah, as you can see, he's not like the happiest about them being there because he thought he was going to have it all to himself. Like, he was already bad enough having the fucking dickhead of a nurse with him. But hey, you can't win them all. So, as this movie goes on, he ends up, they think he's like a creep because he keeps using binoculars to like look through, but the man's fucking paralyzed and like he thinks he saw something, so he uses binoculars to be like, what did I see? But what he ends up witnessing is one of the girls getting taken by this fucking massive-ass creature. Now, he doesn't have a phone. And if you don't have a phone, and it's 2006, much like what Scream taught us back in the mid-90s, what do? You send an email to the police.
My name is Preston Rogers. I live at 109 have 3 half circle drive.
Yeah, see? You can just send an email. However, what I don't include is the clip where the officers get that email and then they read it and they're like, yeah, do we want to send somebody? No, he's fucking crazy. Just leave him alone. He's probably on something. Who knows? The man's all sorts of mentally troubled. Because, like, they all know about the accident, so they just assume he's going through, like, some kind of traumatic whatever. So they write him off. And nobody comes up there to inspect out until way later, which, like, if somebody had been there sooner, maybe you could have saved all these college girls. Because if I remember right, only one of them actually ends up living. And the rest of them die horribly. So anyway, then we get introduced to Lance Hendrickson. And him and Jeffrey Combs have, like, the best back and forth of this entire movie. And I just had to put this in here because as someone who used to smoke cigarettes all the time, like, this is one of, like, the best back and forths, and then it has, like, a great smoker's line in here, so let me give you that line.
The map. A local Indian legend tells of a wild man living in these woods. My grandpa saw it once. He says it only comes out after dark. My question to y'all is, you sure you want to find it? Because some things are better left unfound.
This coming from a guy who chain smokes at his gas station hooked up to an oxygen bottle.
Thank you for the reminder. I believe I will.
I bet your lungs look like a couple old saddlebags.
Well, giddy up.
Giddy up. Like, god damn. Kudos to Jeffrey Combs. This man's great in any B movie you put him in. I fucking love it. Him and Lance. But anyway, so they're out there to, like, hunt the Bigfoot, right? And it's like, oh, they're legend of this wild man, and I got the map, and the natives told him a wild man, blah, blah, blah. And Lance ends up, like, wandering off. He ends up finding one of the college girls in a cave, and she's like, please, you gotta help me, don't leave me. And he's like, no, I gotta kill this thing, I'll be right back. But then they're not right back, because then, bye, Lance, bye, Rex, bye, Jeffrey.
It's coming. Shit, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Jesus H. Christ, you satisfied?
Take that cocksucker! Ah!
Yeah, they all just get fucking murdered because, you know, Bigfoot don't fuck around. So they all fucking die. And then it just goes back to the college girls getting terrorized. And our Mr. Wheelchair Man, he's all like, get out of there! Look out! Here, let me just show you at this great breaking of a window. You got to see this thing. It looks like if the Goofy movie Bigfoot was put into a horror movie. Am I wrong? Like, what the fuck is that mouth? What was this design? What the actual fuck, yo? It always cracks me up whenever I see the creature in this movie, because it's just like, what the fuck? But so that happens, and all the girls end up fucking dying because they try to get in their Jeep to get away, which obviously doesn't fucking work. He just fucking murders the two that are in there. The one girl ends up getting away, and she ends up running to our main character here. And then he's like, wait, I have all my rock climbing gear. We can get down through the balcony. So they, like, fucking put all the rock climbing shit over the balcony, and he gets down. She starts going down, but then things go horribly wrong. But it's okay because we get the best kill of this entire movie. The best goddamn kill. And it's on the dickhead nurse who deserves it. But he does have just a great kill with a great quip before he dies. Let me give you that clip.
Hey! Ass monkey! Eat this!
It's the best fucking kill. Hey, ass monkey. And then just loses his whole fucking, like, not even his whole head. Motherfucker bites him through the mouth onto the top of the head and rips it. Like, holy shit. It is the best kill of the whole fucking movie right there. But pay attention. If you end up watching this movie, pay attention to that axe being in his back, because he doesn't get rid of that. And they end up just driving the car into a tree, they kill him, and then it's like happy ending, you know, ambulance comes, cops finally fucking come check on them. You know, and then they get away. But then the cops were like, well, you know, what's actually going on in these woods? And we get what I consider one of the best B-movie horror endings fucking ever. Like, check out this ending.
What in the...
Like, god damn, you thought you were going up there just to make sure that thing was dead. Motherfucker, you got a whole fucking army of them things to deal with now. So anyway, that was Abominable. I watched this one a lot on the Sci-Fi Channel, much like a lot of the other movies I'll end up covering with this little mini-series here. If you enjoy, go ahead and go check out our podcast, What an Oddcast, every week. And you can hear us talk about other nostalgic topics like Transformers and Street Sharks and whatever the hell else we decide to talk about that week. And we try not to get political, but hey, you know, the state of the world, sometimes that just gets real hard. But there are we have some announcements coming up, so you might want to go check it out. But you all stay odd, stay happy, and I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, stay the fuck out of the woods.